Hey, what's up, all you beautiful people? I'm here, and it's time for me to show you Rogue Heroes Ruins of Tasos. Now, this is a game that I've been playing on and off on my own for a little bit here, and it's pretty good with controller as well, which is one of the reasons I love it. I use my controller for this. Now, the best way to explain this game is it's a kind of combination of Link to the Past and Link's Awakening, I think it was. Whichever one for the Game Boy Advance where you weren't actually Link, but a dude who was just trying to take down an evil wizard. Kind of like that, except it's also a roguelite, so it's more like Vagante slash Spelunky and a mix between that. It's an open world. So here's my house so far. I have gone through the trouble of organizing and decorating things out here. Most of these things aren't actually interactable with, aside from this little stats book and my bed and this dresser where I can change my class and the colors that go with my outfit. But yeah, aesthetically it's here. If I'm able to put any fish in here, yes, I don't have a fishing rod yet. I need to get the materials to make one. So it kind of has a Stardew Valley ish type vibe where you can make tools to use around this town as well, but it's mostly focused on your dungeon crawling and exploration on based on that situation. So a lot of it is the exploration I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna go outside and show you what's going on in the town for a little bit there. All right, so now we're outside here. There's my house. This is a little farm plot I have next to my house that I tend to water. I've been growing some plants out here, which is another thing you can do in this game, of course. And I water these things every in-game day, which usually happens after a run or after you actually go back to your bed and hit A to sleep. Now, this always takes some time out of your day, but it's worth it in the end for some nice gold income. Oh, is this dead? This one, I believe, used to be corn, I think. And this should also be corn. You can grow carrots, potatoes, corn, apple trees over there in the back, tomatoes, and I believe cabbage. But I find that these three are my more useful things: the tomatoes, the corn, and the apples, because they can seemingly give you more than one rotation of crops. What you do with your crops afterwards is you go over here to this stand. After you've built some things, this shop stand comes in here and you give them to her. So she sells them occasionally. And see, I have a bunch of my plants in here. You can see on the bottom the produce values, what they're actually going to get you gold wise. So I'm going to put some more. Oh, I can't sell my apples there. I have tomato in there instead. Let's see, what's the thing that's not giving us the most here? Corn, it seems. So we'll remove those and put in some apples. I know we have a lot more that we get from potatoes and stuff, but I kind of want to save those a little bit. It's harder to find and grow those ones as well. I haven't found any coconut seeds though, so I'll look forward to that in the future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna call that. So Bridget will be selling that, and I can come back and get my earnings tomorrow. As for her, she's collecting monster parts, so what I get in the dungeon from killing monsters, I can just sell to her if I don't need them for anything else. Kevin at the fitness center wants some soft shells to add calcium to his morning meal. Do I have any soft shells? I don't think I do. Okay, soft shells 0. Yeah, I don't have any of those. I haven't run into whatever creature gives those yet. So your map shows a lot of things. It doesn't show you what's in the town necessarily. Here it is. There we go. Here's the world map. What I've explored so far. As you can see, there's a lot more to it that I have yet to go to. I'm only like 30% through this game, and I'm loving it so far. I found all these small little places on the sides where they have names and things you can do here. For example, the Kazar Falls, where I found this glove, this power glove that I can use to break open rocks, as well as break open the shells of some of the enemies that you can't hurt otherwise unless you like throw a bomb at them. So now that's useful, and I can use that for many things. You could even use it for one of the story quests where you can open a barn door now. The barn is at this Malmo's farm, You smack that door, and then you can get inside and get your watering can and your seed bag and whatnot. Ambrose Lake, I haven't really found out what to do here, but it's a lake. You can swim. You can swim in this game when you walk into the water. However, when you start, you don't have much stamina, so you can drown pretty easily too. But I've spent time, maxed out my stamina for things, and I'm ready to continue dungeon diving. I want to go try to beat this Terracar Keep real quick, and maybe we'll be able to do that in this run when I'm showing you this game. If we can't, then I'll just go through one of my first runs here, and after I die, I'll just end the video and give you my final thoughts on it. So I'll continue talking about the town for a little bit here. You can zoom in. You can see all these different areas. But you can zoom in again onto the town, and you can see where I've placed different stores and farms in my time here. Spending gems you get at the dungeon, you can build many other things. I've built everything as far as I know that I can. Now I just make more houses where I can put in villagers that are out there in the world. When I visit different biomes, they'll come back here and join the area. Now, these different houses can house different people that give you things. Like, for example, I believe this one over here has a dude who is into rocks. So I might find those rocks while I'm traveling and exploring out there in the wide world, and I come back and give him things like fossils and rocks and calcium, whatever. And other people just exist as well. So we have the Lost Iron Forge for improving my weapons and my sword. I got the general store, really, for ammo and stuff like that. A tool shed where I can upgrade my tools, like my bombs, my arrows, my boomerangs, my bows and arrows, whatever else. The rusty needle where you can then buy your classes, but you have to first find the thread for it out there in the world, probably from doing missions. She has one for you when you start the game, but aside from that, you gotta find them yourself, and then you can go over there and buy them with more gems. For example, the thief class that I am now, I had to find and buy from her. There's Griff's Workshop, where you can use him to build all these different things. The elixirs, where you can use your monster parts to brew potions for yourself based on different attributes. But you need to have your own bottles. You don't start games off with bottles. You have to go find them. One of them, which from a quest here, when you find this dude, Nick's Lab, he gives you a bottle, I believe. And then another one you can buy from, I believe, the general store. There's probably more out there, but now I have 2 bottles that I can have health potions in. And when you use them, the potion's gone. You have to refill the bottle. So you have to kill more monsters to get that. And you need slime and, I believe, bat wings for the health potion. Here's my home. Here's my farm. And the fitness center where you can get your stamina and stuff back up. Alright, now that I showed you all those things, I'm going to move on. This is the cathedral where I can upgrade my classes and give them different skills and attributes. They have their own little skill trees. I think I have a hard stop on what I can upgrade here. Yeah, I can't upgrade these. I think I need to get more of those power spheres on the bottom, that blue thing that's right above the locked. I need to get more of those. And unfortunately, I have to explore a lot more to do that. But I'm focused on trying to finish that dungeon first. So I've upgraded my ability duration to the maximum for my thief. And the rest of the stuff, I wait for. Let us see. I could just use this stuff on pretty much anything here. Ooh, the mage can do a lot. Okay. I could use this to equip him with stuff. You have to find ways to use what you have, really. Because if you go back into the dungeon, the one thing you'll realize is that the dungeon takes away all your gems, except for maybe 1 or so, every time you go into the dungeon. So you have to start from scratch. So the 1035 I have here, I want to find a way to use it somewhere. So I'm going to go and look for something to use it on. Maybe a increase on my health from this little shop over here. Look at this little Poke Center looking thing. Anyway, here they can do, the purple one is upgrading magic related things, and this one upgrades health related things. So I'm going to go upgrade more health related things with the money I have. Health from hearts increase. I'm going to do that. That's a lot. But it's a good way to use my money. And I'll increase my health with another one of these eventually. Here we go. Let's go with this one. So I still have 100 left. Let's see if I can spend it anywhere else. Nope, those are still too much. I figure at this point I probably won't have many things I can use it on. So the difference with your classes, if I didn't explain before, which I didn't, You have your shield for the L2, LT, if you will. You have your attack. You have your Y, which would do something I don't remember at the moment. Your circle or your B, if you're using controller, is your character ability. For the thief, it's fade, where he goes invisible and you can run faster. And that is your skill. A is the interaction button, of course. But this fade comes in real handy. It doesn't stop you from, running into different traps and things as well, but it's great because I can just zoom out the way and garner past those traps before they ignite or whatever you want to call it. There's people in the town I can talk to. They just talk about things. Sometimes they give you quests if they have exclamation points over their head, whatever else. You can use this warp statue and head on over to the dungeon so you can see what that's like so we can get that done beforehand. Sorry, I'm a little more flustered, I guess, or pressed for time because I'm about to stream like half an hour. But that's regardless. This is gonna come out anyhow on the same day. So for those of you that don't know already, I do stream pretty much every day from Sunday through Thursday on Twitch, Yinsai _TJ4. Feel free to join me. I usually stream around like 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be doing that again today. Today we'll be playing some Ark. But hopefully this will be done before then and come out then, so you can join me if you watch this. Anyway, Rogue Heroes is a great game. I would love to play with some other people. It is local multiplayable, up to 4 people, local co-op, as well as online co-op, which is amazing. Me and my brothers played this a little bit ago, and we had so much fun. It's changes a little bit when you're doing it with other people, because you can die and you can revive each other with your skulls and whatnot, but you can also break them, so be careful. Anyway, here's the dungeon. You intend to take on the challenge of Terrakar? The heart of a hero knows not fear, nor greed. Discard your fortune, and you may enter to face your downfall. Okay, so I will. He takes away my gems, which I assume is my greed. And we enter the dungeon. Terrakar Keep. You'll find these chests around here. You can spend your gold to... Oh, it gave me a dungeon map too, that's nice. You can spend your gold to open them. Oh, interesting. One of these guys. I have yet to catalog them. So in this game, you can catalog people in your bestiary. And the way to do that is to use your book. Boom. See this book here? Just smack them with it. It's not usually strong when you start off, but I've upgraded it for quite a bit. Like I said, I've been playing this thing for quite some time. So you hit them with the book. If you kill them with the book, it adds the entry into your bestiary. Let's check that out now. Oops, wrong button. Here we go. Bestiary. As you can see, I have a bunch of these things cataloged because I've been playing. Look at that, I've already killed over 458 bats after I cataloged them. I've been playing for a while, but there's still so much I haven't seen. See, there's all those question marks. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. So what we just got was the Corbo. Okay, interesting. Now I know one of these things. The large vicious birds of Tasos, known to be smarter than some humans. Okay, so they're basically just crows. Anyway, they drop Corbo's feathers. I wonder what we need that for. The way to get these things cataloged to the master level, as you can see I have mastered for stuff like the Cyphalops. This is the thing you have to punch the armor off of, or bomb the armor off of. Pardon me. I guess outside my window is a great time for grass to grow, and then it has to be cut apparently. Anyhow, Corbo. So to get this thing mastered, I'm going to have to kill more Corbos and just fill up that bar, which is usually around maybe 16-ish of the monsters, I would say. And then the bar is all the way filled up. It'll be red. And after I fill the bar all the way up, I'll have to kill another one with the book, and I immediately master it. I'm not sure what it does yet, but I'm sure I will find out. But it's definitely a progression thing for sure. It's something to do if you're not going to do it. Yeah, I found spike slimes. I've killed 16 and then the thing's full up, so I have to find another spike slime. If I do, I'll kill it with a book and I'll master the spike slime. Maybe we would do that in this run. We'll never know. Oh, yes. So let's talk about the dungeons now that we're here. Dungeons have their own maps. Now I'm here. I can see the floor plan of this because I found a dungeon map in that first chest that we opened with gold. That's lucky. That usually doesn't happen. You have to walk through the dungeon blind on your own and figure out its layout as you go through each room. Now this room that we're in is blue. The room we came from at the start was green. The difference between those colors is whether you've cleared the room or not. To clear up the room, you have to complete all the things that it has in here in terms of puzzles and kill all the enemies, and then you have cleared the room. That's called perfecting the room, and that can help. So opening this chest, I've cleared the room. So all of its items and things have been looted. It's free now to go. I can use that key to open up this door here. And I know you saw that little arrow up top. Sometimes in the dungeon, you have doors covered by some curtains. So when you see that little marker there, you know there's a door behind there. You just gotta smack it. So sometimes I just run up to these things. When I see curtains around, I run to the middle one and just slash it just in case there's a door there if I didn't know about the layout of the map. But since we know the layout here, we know there's a room up there. So we're gonna go up there first and see what we have to do here. Ah, okay. Sometimes you run into these situations. There are these big old statue rat things. What are they called? Let me go back to the bestiary and find out. These are the stone beasts. Decorative statues. So when you walk in front of them, they awaken. They throw their tile at you. Then they run and they start firing. You can only hurt them while they're firing their flames at you. Ooh. The good thing about these statues, though, is if they're not alive, they're usually ones you can push around and complete, like, the puzzles of the game or the rooms. You can clear it. It looks like we did, however, already solve the puzzle to open the door up there, but I'm going to push all these just in case we missed something. I like doing that every time, just in case. And we know there's nothing here, but it's just habit for me to slash these. Okay, so let's talk about traps. We're going to see a lot of those in this playthrough. These things over here will give you a hint that there's a trap in the same room, and they're usually along the same line of tiles, whether it's a row or column. If you walk along that, you'll see a darkened circle. Here we are. A little place. Oh, woo! Little place there. It's a little pressure point. Or a pressure plate, that's what you call them, yeah. And if you step on that, there's a chance that this little hole here will fire out a bunch of arrows there and hurt you if you don't guard it or something. Or something like what just happened will happen. A bunch of jars might fall from the sky and drop some items for you when they break. Or bombs could fall from the sky, and if you're in the way of any of those things when they fall, you will get hurt. So, it's always a gamble. You never know which one of the things is going to happen. There's no indication of which one it's going to do. At least not that I know of. Here's some zap jellies. I've already mastered these, so I'm just going to kill them. Their whole trick is they walk around for a little bit, and then they do that. They start sparking up. If you touch them at all while they're sparking up, you will be hurt, and you'll be staggered. I don't want to do it just to show you, but there you go. Yep. That's what happens when you get hurt by something. You get staggered like that. You take your damage, and then you just really have to worry about that. Because anything could happen to you during that time. A person could just walk up right next to you, and then immediately, as soon as you're out of that stun, you're immediately hit again. It really sucks to be staggered, so just try not to get hit as much as you can. Now here are these lanterns. They're typically what you'll find in most of these rooms that you'll have to complete things with, little puzzles. Lighting all these lanterns just by walking into them. And that usually will give you a secret chest. Boom. And after I kill this zap jelly, the room should be clear. Yep, room is cleared. So I had to light all those lanterns and then do that. Let's check out the map, see where we're going again. Continue going right. Oh, wait. Yeah. So that's a little switch over there. These orange pots, they respawn. So I'm going to throw the pot there and use it for free. Don't have to use anything like my bows and arrows and waste any of those, because they are finite. I don't have a bow and arrow, actually. I have a boomerang, but I can throw that. Anyway. Some of these items take up mana to use. That's why they're pink. The pinkish purple that you see under them, the number, is the amount of mana it takes to throw it. So, I lost 12 mana doing that. As you saw, there's a random snake in that pot. Sometimes there are snakes in your pot. You can tell by watching them and seeing if it moves back and forth. If it does, there's a snake in that pot, be ready to hit it. Or, run away. But most snakes are easy to kill. All they do is run straight at you. Go away. There we go. Those little skeletons with spear and shield, you can't hurt them from the front. Oh, snake. Can't hurt them from the front. What you gotta do is wait for them to slash at you, and then you can hit them from the side. They will just guard when you. Whoa! Hey, listen, though, skeleton. Brother. Here we go. I only found out a little bit ago that you can walk up and down the stairs. It would save me a lot of heartache walking downstairs and trying to time it so I can dodge the enemies. But you can just walk up and down until the person's walked away from you, and then you can walk safely down the stairs. Wish I knew that. Wish someone was able to tell me that before. So I'm telling you. Woo! There we go, room's cleared. And see, it can be real quick to do all the things. Is there a way to go somewhere up from here? No, I gotta go back. I got the key from here, so I can go open the other door that we left. On the top side, I believe? Yes. And in we go. We continue. So sometimes you gotta search other places in the dungeon to figure out how to open the ones you left. You gotta come back to some of these rooms and backtrack. It's annoying, but it does help. Now, when you see these bombs in the dungeon, you can pick them up. And that means you gotta look around for an area in the wall that's cracked where you can throw the bomb and make a new entrance. For example, this one right here, I think, is a good place for us to throw it. No, I am wrong. That's crazy. Let me see if I can punch it. Well, it's not doing anything for that. So I gotta look for something I can throw it to. Ah, I see. That little diamond-ish type crack over here. That's usually what it is. So I'm gonna pick this up and throw it. Boom, there we go. You heard that little jingle, meaning it was a little secret room opened. We're probably gonna have to go through there and do something in there to complete the room. We could go through the game and not open that room, but I'd rather do that because I like perfecting the rooms. Or perfecting, if you will. I guard that. Boom. Kill him. Light these fires. There's gotta be something for it. Yep. Lighting those fires, open up that switch for us. And there's another bomb here. Is there somewhere else we can explode things? No. Okay. I can't push it that way. So what do we do there? Okay. Whatever. I'll figure this out at some point. There's gotta be something to do over here. Because I can't just walk in here and get stuck. Oh, I gotta find my way back up to the top. Now, how do I do that? That's the real question. Uh-huh. No. I think I'm gonna have to bomb this. No. Jihad. What the hell? Can't push that tile again. What's going on? I don't see the area that might be for bombing. So I'm just gonna start throwing that around. There's nothing in the bottom. Ah. Nah, I'm dumb. Just gotta walk up the stairs. Now this place is opened. Let's go kill some bats and move on. I'm gonna start speeding through this. Use my skill for that extra movement speed. Sometimes it's good to be a thief. Alright. Let's see what else we can do in here. When you see little entrances like this, or little platforms, should I say, you can jump off them by running onto them. That's slime. Alright, here's the pressure plate. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna guard just in case. And I'll walk over it. Oh, fortune. Nice. Got gems. I'm fortunate. Is there anything here I can bomb? Nope. Alright, so let's go back over here. Let's see what we gotta deal with. There's a bomb again. There's gotta be some way to get over there. Yes, you can see the bomb center over there. I think I can throw this over this side of the... Yep, I can throw it over the side of the wall. And we've now made another entrance. Secret entrance. Secret tunnel. Alright, let's go get those flames lit up. So sometimes the puzzles are more complex like this. Sometimes they're much easier to figure out. Regardless, it's fun stuff. Boop, boop. Room is clear. Let's move on. I'm gonna speed on through. Use my speed to do that. Wow, I'm getting real lucky with these things. Oh, one of the things fell down. So I missed one. That's cool. Now this is one of those that has a orb. You just gotta... Ooh, scared about that. Bombs. That's fine. Let's open that up. So I gotta transfer this orb over to the next holding space over there. So let's go do that. And that will probably complete the room for us, because we just killed all the enemies. And that guy over there is the shopkeep. Yep, room cleared. I'm gonna see what he has. Do I need a potion? Do I have a bottle for it? I don't have a bottle that's empty. I have health potions in both of mine, so I'm good. I don't need any of the other stuff. We're good. That's all he's ever got. So if you don't need them, don't bother with him. All right, let's head out. In we go. Oh, floor 2. Pretty sure we missed a floor. Yep, we missed a room in there. So I'm gonna go back, just because I'm a gamer completionist dude over here, and it would kill me in my mind not to do that. So look for the next one. There we go. Another front. There we go. One of those conveyor belt areas. Fortunately for me, my thief speed allows me to walk across these things, even walk against the grain much faster than normal. I got hit. I'll find a way to get health again. I don't care. Nothing over there. There's the orb over here. Let's transfer that one. Ooh. Do. Now let's open the doors. And I gotta go over here and move one of those tiles over to one of the other pressure plates. My goodness. I used to just walk straight into that. Can you believe that? I used to just walk straight into them. Because I didn't know I could go back down the stairs when I was walking up them. I thought you were just locked into the animation. And so I was locking myself, just getting hit instead. And I was like, oh, I hate this game. It's so unfair. They don't even give you the chance to dodge. Sometimes there are people just at the ends of the doors. You gotta hit them. It's still true, though, that sometimes there are people right in front of the doors when you were going through them. This is a potion slot. If I didn't have any full potions, I could use this, spend money to open it up, and then brew myself a potion with this. But since I have mine, I'm good. You can see we don't have a floor map for this one, so all we see is the room we're in. We gotta go find out what other entrances and rooms there are nearby. This one is another puzzle one. The puzzle here is we have to use this green guy here. He's gonna surprise you by getting up and walking around when you touch him. He's gonna move whatever direction you touch him from. So we have to use the nearby blocks to kind of chart out a path for him to take every time you push him. Because he's gonna go in a straight line whatever direction you've pushed him in. You have to use those blocks to get him all the way to this glowing point. So let me think of how to do this. So I assume we'll go down, yeah. Down, and say to the left. Down again, right, up, left. Okay. Down. Let's go to the left. I wonder if I can actually kill this guy. I never tried. Down again. Nope. Right. Yeah, I can't hit him. Up. And then left again. Boom. Puzzles. That's a room done. Looks like the only place we can go is up. It's a ghost! They're actually called wraiths, but, you know. I call them ghosts. Ooh. Sometimes you can find these little roguelite-ish elements here, where in the dungeon you can find like a maximum health up, like I just did, or improved tool damage, or whatever else you can find there. Let's see what we got. Whoa, that's a mimic. Okay, let's kill that. As we go through here, you'll see that things get stronger. I need to kill more mimics, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think I have them in the beast area. I need to kill a lot more of those to get to master them. Alright, mimic dead. That's cool. We'll give this one over here. Oh, I accidentally pushed it off. The good thing about these pressure plates and pressure points and whatever not is that you don't have to get it all the way on there. You can save some time just by getting partially on there and just move on. Cool. Let's hit it. Let's see where this goes. have to get that. Another one of these rooms. Sometimes, wow. Sometimes you get stuff like this where it's fairly simple, fairly easy to deal with. And there's nothing else here. Okay, so we leave. That was kind of a dead end. Let's see how far we can get. Ooh, see, sometimes they're just literally there in front of the door, and you just gotta react fast enough to deal with that. Ah, blue slimes. Good. Oh. This is with my weapon being, like, pretty close to fully kitted out, too. With strength and speed, attack speed and whatnot. And they're still taking so many hits to kill. Like 2. The Cephalopsis, whatever. Watch this. Punch him with this. Boop. And now he's moving faster. But he's also dead now. When you punch their shell off or bomb their shell off, they move faster. So it's harder to catch them with the book if you want to catalog them at that point. It was a real effort trying to get them. Ugh. Fortunately, there's only a few of them in the room so far. And let's see if I can just bust this open with my fist. I cannot. I need to bomb it. Okay. Alright, well then let's do it. Room clear. A more simple one. And I appreciate that. Much like any game ever, the grass can contain hearts and money for you. Oh god. Almost ran into a bat there. I'll briefly touch on the glass items I found there. Glass tools are usable only in the dungeon. If you die, they're gone. But it shows you some of the stuff you could unlock. Like the glass wand, for example. I could use a wand. Magic wand. Use up my mana to shoot like a fireball that usually homes a little bit. And I don't have a wand on my own, so I get the glass wand. And it looks like there's probably other different types of magic you can use, because that looks like a fire symbol there. These guys, they fire off their shell. I wonder if these two things give you shells. Let's find out. Ugh. Gotta wait for him to fire. Room clear. Wow, I'm so lucky. They really haven't been trying to kill me. It's crazy. Usually I would have got shot a couple of times by now. Because the arrows move so fast when they're firing. I just don't usually react in time. So now I've started putting up my shield preemptively. Of course, you have your stamina. You have to gauge that while you're attacking. There's 2 ways I could go here. Ooh, a spider. How simple. See, sometimes the rooms are that simple. There's another one. Oh, and another one. Nope. I was gonna say 3 for 3 is pretty crazy. There's gotta be the stone beast in here. Yep. Considering there's nothing else I could see, I knew there's gotta be one of them. Woo. The ones that have skulls over there. Yeah, see, I can't hurt him when he's not firing. The ones that have the skulls on them usually would give you more of the resources. See, it tried to kill me. I didn't even see that pressure plate. I just walked over. Ah! What would I say? It goes so quickly you just don't realize. I didn't look. You gotta pay attention in this game. Oh, I'm missing something. Oh, I gotta move one of these to complete the room. It's probably this one. No. Maybe all of them. It's also currently thunderstorming outside, so if you ever hear random thunder in the background, that is what's going on. My health is 49. I probably should heal with one of the potions, but I think I'm gonna take my chances. I'll probably... Jesus, I'm bad right now. I'll probably find some health somewhere. Oh, God. Oh. You gotta watch out where they're standing. In this game, they tend to do random smart things when you least expect it, and they might kill you because they're not playing around. They actually want you dead. Good, a little health. A little health goes a long way. So I can see if you look on the top right, my map shows me that there's a stairwell there. That will take me off to the next round, next level. So I'm going to come back over here and try to see what I can do over here. I can't hurt those. Those are just spiky dudes in the area, just for obstruction's sake. So I gotta navigate this room with them there. I really wish I could hurt them, though. Nothing. I can make this, I can make this. Oh. Okay. There's gotta be a way to kill these guys. But they go, as you can see, along the edge. So their path is easy to see, it's just finding a way around them still annoying. Alright, let's complete this room. Just dip in and dip out. Let's go get that chest and then head on down to floor 3. In the keep, there are only 3 floors, and this is the first dungeon so far. It's crazy, I've been playing this thing for so long and I haven't even completed the first dungeon when I did all this stuff and got myself all kitted out. But that's because every time I die, I had like 3,000 gems, as you can see here, and I wanted to spend them all before I really did anything else, so I tried to come back to the first floor and go all the way down to the 3rd floor every time I came through the dungeon. And it seems to work out for me in terms of gems. It rewards greed, but at the same time, you could just waste everything. Those little doorways that I keep passing by every time I move to a new level, you could spend gems and get them when you first get to the floor. And they help you fast travel yourself down to this current floor. Why did that even hit me? Alright, let's brew ourselves a potion. See, I only have 2 out of 2 blue slime balls. And I got bones from the skelly boys. That's what you need to brew this. So I'm going to start brewing. Fill that empty bottle. And now I got that one. I'm going to use one of these again. And then I go back into my equip. Click on it. Select the other one. So now I can use the other one if I so desire. I do not desire at the moment, though. Ooh, a dungeon map. Neat. Fortunate. Oh, God. Alright, so let's see where these ones go. Aha. Bombs. Bombs. This one? Yeah, so if I was standing on one of those pots and they fell, I would definitely get hurt. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Even the things that are there to help you, you gotta pay attention to. Oh, he's strong. Be proud. Stand proud, Skelly Boy. You are strong. Oh, pitfalls. You can fall down there, and you don't like fall down to the bottom level like you would in the other Zelda game. However, you do take a lot of damage. So I'd rather not. And you can see in the top right, since we have the dungeon map, we can see what the actual floor map is looking like. The floor layout. So now I know that this is a big room, and it goes up and to the right. So I'm going to go try to get that here. This probably can move. Yep. Yep. I can move one of those. I can move that. Can I move one of these? No. How interesting. So what am I supposed to do here? Probably move from the other way. There we go. Okay. We'll find it. This one should go. That one should go. That one go. Okay, good. Got it. Got it, good. Moving on. Let's kill this boys. Little rats. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I gotta come from the other direction for that one. The puzzle is puzzling. It's giving saw. Okay, rat. A double slice. La la la. La la la. The watchers laugh. La 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 la. No Drakengard reference for those of you that got it. If you know, you know. Can I push these? Oh, leave me alone, guy. Pop up. No, can't push those. Alright. There's the up. Let's complete this floor and head on out. Still no push? Still no push. Okay. Just gotta kill everybody here. Ooh. Torches. Cool. This should end that. Boom. Max health. Room's cleared. Let's go up first. And then to the right. I have no fears. What did I just hear? Oh, I just heard the pressure plate go. I can't even tell what it did. Whoa. Yeah, I just accidentally stepped on one. And another one just went too. Are they not doing anything? That's interesting. I've never seen that before. See, you really can't tell with this game. Yep. Figured they'd do that. They wouldn't be nice to me in that situation. Movement speed! That's even better for us right now. What am I hitting? Dude, that's annoying. Let's look for our right door, wherever it is. Gonna have to go back up, aren't I? This one goes out this way. It's gonna be over here. And let's head out. Ooh, good. This one's kind of like a little reprieve most of the time. There's probably lots of snakes in these pots somewhere, but it's usually easy to kill the things in the middle, and you just get a bunch of pots that can give you a bunch of gold and a bunch of health, if you so need it. It's very nice. Ooh, even more gems. I didn't even know there's a pressure plate there. Whoa! Just undid some of my good hard work. Nice. Alright, let's hit it. See, now that we know more about how this works, do I have these guys mastered? Gloopies, yep. These guys drop acid on the floor, those pink blobs, and the pink, those splotches on the floor. If you touch them at all, you get staggered and hit, because you get hurt. It's just acid on the floor. Just don't touch it. Pretty simple. Alrighty then. That's working out pretty well. The thing about my fade skill, I think I typically do more like, or I think it typically increases my crit chance when I'm coming out of my invisibility. So I like using it for that. If I think I'm gonna run into like a stronger opponent, I'll just hit my fade real quick, run that fade, and hit him. Yeah, see those yellow numbers, my crits. It sure looks like it goes more likely when I'm using my skill. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? I don't know if I killed any blue. I don't think I killed any blue ones. Oh my god, dude. Nothing there. So we know this area goes to the right. Wow, thanks for giving me max health, but I need actual health right now. Yeah, I don't think any slime things on me. So I can't make another potion in that regard. Let me see if I have a second one. No, I do not. They're both empty. I'm gonna be smart now. Like, actually try. What are we missing? Ah. There we go. I've lit that. I think the other one's gonna go out before I get there, unless I speed up. Not there. over here. There we go. Now we gotta kill that bat, and I think we're well on our way to completing this room immediately. Right. Something up here. Oh, another bat. My goodness, that was a scary snake. There goes that. Now let's head on out. And these ones you need their grappling hook for, so I'm glad I got a glass grappling hook because I don't own one. Oops. You can latch onto those. And these rooms are pretty much just a free one. You just need to have the grappling hook to Oh my god! Yep. No, they try to kill me. Man, that was frustrating. You come so far, and you get so close. Just for that. I need health. And these rooms are annoying too. Gotta be ready. The timing is ready for me. Can I make it? I can. Alright, last one. Okay. Jesus. Alright, that's one. Oh, I don't have enough gold for that. And now I gotta go around and push one in every corner here. Time consuming. Dangerous. Ah! No! Just a couple gold or gems off of 6,000. Still, that, my friend, is the game. We were so close to completing the floor and then going to the boss, and you see now why I haven't actually completed the first one. You do revive, you do come back, you're just back home again. Boom boom. And that, my friends, is Rogue Heroes. See, I got my different classes. Here is what you start off with. I have Thief, Mage, Ranger, and Bomber available. You can see there's more I need to get from the tailor shop, but I don't have those threads yet. That's Rogue Heroes, Ruins of Tasos. Beautiful game, so fun. Even better with more people. So, thanks for being here with me. I look forward to showing you guys more games. If you want to see me play this one on stream, which I did do, and potentially play it with my mods on stream, and any of you, let me know. Go down in the comments below, see you want to play this game, and we'll get there together. I appreciate you coming out here, and next time, I'll be playing another game that I care for, and that I've been doing on my free time. Thanks for coming out. It's good to hear from and see all you beautiful people. I look forward to talking to you later. If you join my Discord, you can suggest games for me to play on here all the time. I look forward to talking to you, and hop over to my stream and make sure you come in and say hi. I love talking to my community, and it's always growing every day, so get in while it's hot, and get in while it's early, before I can't talk to everybody because there's too many people to talk to. If you enjoyed the video, comment, and subscribe, do all the things so that I can get myself to 500 subscribers, get partner, and be able to continue making this stuff for you guys, making it worth my while as well. And I would really love to do that because I enjoy this so much. Just being here to share these things with you guys, and the community comes from it. As always, remember, you're loved, you're special, you're worthy of love, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good one, dudes, dudettes, and dingies alike.
Keep on moving on until there's nothing else to move on to and we're gone. Can you hear hum of the hummingbird? Can you smell the breeze carrying leaves that it lured? Can you cry for your mother and your father too? Can you breathe until there's no air left in